Hey, I'm live. Hey, I'm live. It's Todd Cohen, everybody. Happy Monday. If wherever you are, it should be Monday or close to it. So I have something on my mind. Back in 2008, I was fired isn't the right word. I was realigned out of my job. I used to work for a company called LexisNexis, and one day they eliminated my position. And while they gave me an opportunity to interview for the new position, it was never going to happen. So I went into the world, and that's kind of when I started my own business. But what I realized at the time was how I had forgotten how to network. And over the last 15 years, I have spent an enormous amount of time sharing with people how to network to not only find a job, but to understand that networking is lifelong. And I know it's time to revisit this message because what I'm getting right now are a lot of requests from people who have been laid off. I don't get it, but it seems like the job market is really soft, and I'm seeing a lot more people losing their jobs and a lot more people out in the market, which is a whole nother conversation, right? That being said, what I'm also seeing is people who did not network, or there are those who are doing the right thing, which is the point of this video. The right thing is to understand that networking is lifelong, and networking doesn't mean, always going to events and standing in a corner and nursing a beer until it's over because you hate small talk. Networking is anywhere you have an opportunity to build a relationship, to find out how you can help somebody and really, quite frankly, get the opportunity to help somebody else. That's what networking is. It's relationship building. Here's the other point, or here's one of the many points I want to make. Networking is about building what is called your virtual sales team. Now, it's very simple. you know it would be great if every single one of us just had people flocking to us and saying, listen, I want to hire you. I want to bring you in. I want to do this. I want to do that. I mean, that would make life really easy, right? Unfortunately, for most mere mortals, that is not the case, myself included. So you have to be out there every day building your virtual sales team. And what that means, quite simply, is you need to reconnect if you haven't, or find people that you're already connected with, reach out, ask for an opportunity to have a breakfast, a lunch, a coffee, a dinner, non-stop. Finding a job is a full-time job. I shouldn't even have to say it, right? Because it's just the oldest piece of advice in the world. And what I see nonstop is that once people find a job and they become very comfortable in that job, they become complacent about networking. So it's interesting. Look, I was the same way back in 2008 until I lost my job. Now, I was fortunate in that at the time I joined an organization that taught professional networking skills. And really, it changed my life. And I met some folks, one gentleman in particular, who truly gave me my start because of networking. One introduction led to another introduction, led to another introduction. And you know how that works. So, if you're out of work, or you think you're going to be out of work, or even if you're not out of work, building relationships, building your virtual sales team, the people who will advocate for you, who will sell you, who will think of you first, is your number one job. Make no mistake about it. And if you think for a second that, you can double, you can double guess me. Is that the right expression? You can second guess me on this one. You are going to be on the short end of the stick when you actually need your network to do something for you. Now, what I've seen are people who fall into two categories. There are those who get this, and I pride myself on being one of those. And a lot of people I know do the same thing. There are those who, no matter where we are in our careers or where other people are in our careers, if somebody reaches out and says, hey, I would love to connect with you, buy you a cup of coffee, pick your brain, understand what you're doing, and maybe you can help me. You never say no to those requests. And I don't either. Now, it may take a while to set the call up or meet in person. I never say no to those requests. And the second group of people are those who, you know what, I'm busy, I'm working on this, I'm that. And then suddenly they need their network, and everybody has a very long memory that, you know what, you weren't there when I needed you. So guess what? I don't have time for you now. And I see that all the time. So The number one thing a good networker does is understands that networking is building relationships. That's number one. Number two, a good worker, when they're building relationships, you're building your virtual sales team. You're helping people understand what you do, why you love doing what you do, how you do it. And then you have to have what salespeople do, which is a call to action. You have to say, listen, here's an organization, or I know you know this person, or this, that, or the other. Here's what I would like to ask you to do to help me. You see, it's one thing to ask people for help. That's great. I mean, great. I'm happy to help. But if you leave it to me to take the next step, nothing will happen. As somebody who is looking for support and building their virtual sales team, you have to show me how to help you. That's the call to action. Tell me what you need. Tell me what it is you need me to do. And guess what? I'll do it as long as we have a relationship and you've taken the time authentically to get to know me and allow me to get to know you. Networking is completely misunderstood. And frankly, there's a lot of videos on my sales culture YouTube channel that speak to networking and what it is and it isn't. And right now, in the context of professional development, it is a lifelong endeavor. The minute you decide that I don't need to network anymore is the minute you're going to be in trouble. And I mean bad trouble when you need your network. Make no mistake about it. You can take that one to the bank. The other thing about networking, again, I want to come back to this point. Everybody's in sales, right? Somebody wrote that book. It's right there. We're all in sales. And when you're networking, you are selling the most precious commodity, precious resource, precious thing that you own, which is what you do, which is you. So networking is about selling yourself. And we need people to think of us first. We need to be memorable, and we need people to say, wait a minute, I know somebody. I got to know somebody, and what you need is what that person does, and I'm going to connect you to. I'm going to connect. Networking cannot be given short shrift. It cannot be taken lightly. And by the way, as I said, I don't know, 7 minutes and 13 seconds ago, wherever you are having a conversation and you are open and approachable and you're allowing people to get to know you and you're getting to know people, building relationships, that's networking. Networking is, write this down, venue independent. I don't care where you do it, but you cannot stay at home and assume people are going to think of you. It won't happen. Guaranteed 100%, no questions asked. It will not happen. Hope, as somebody wrote, a great book, hope is not a strategy. You want to find your next great position, you need to get your butt out there. You need to be meeting people every single day, breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Bring your, there's the resume and there's your professional bio and a target list. What do good salespeople have? Because everyone's in sales, you have a target list. These are the companies that I've researched. These are the companies that I think would be a good fit for me. I noticed that you know somebody there, and would you be kind enough? Could I ask you to make a connection? That's how things happen. That's how great people land great positions. Anything else is just, you're kind of leaving your career to a chance. So it's not about how much you know, it's about how much you're willing to get out there and build relationships. And folks, once again, my favorite expression, don't bet against me on this. I am living proof. I started my business 18 years ago through networking. Didn't see it coming. And I'll tell you what, I have never stopped preaching this gospel since that day that I lost my job at LexisNexis. And that was a long time ago. And you know what? I didn't get I didn't get to where I'm at right now, just like so many successful people I know. They didn't get to where they're at right now by luck or hope or wishing or assuming or getting pissed off because somebody didn't remember them. It's not up to people to remember you. It's your job to be memorable. And when you're out there, breakfast, lunches, dinners, coffees, every barista at every Starbucks should know you by on they should be on a first name basis with you. And when somebody reaches out to you and says, could we get together for a cup of coffee? I'd love to pick your brain. If you hesitate for a second, that will be a bad move. If in a split second you say, absolutely happy to help you, let's schedule something, that will come back to you 1,000 times over. I'm Todd Cohen. Networking is about relationship building. It's about building your virtual sales team, the people who sell you, the most precious thing you have, the people who sell you, advocate for you, think of you first because you took the time to network and make the time and build a relationship and get to know them. Ultimately, networking is bi-directional. It's not about what you can take from somebody. It's about what you can give to them. It is a boomerang experience. Do not forget that. Now, stop doing what you're doing. Pick up the phone, write it now. Forget the email. Pick up the phone right now and call somebody and say, you know what? It's been a while. Let's get together for a cup of coffee. I want to hear what you're doing. Don't miss the opportunity to guarantee your future by building that virtual sales team.